Hello everyone and welcome back to another Grainman Travels episode. On this episode we're in the deep dark forest and we're on a new map called Forest Challenge. Now while we fly about, let's just run through some of the key bits of information. This map was released on the 24th of the 5th 2023, so I'm a little bit late on this one. It's a map made by ABT-FRANKYY. It's 22 megabytes to download. It's on version 1.0.0.0 and it works on all platforms: PC, Mac, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 and the Xbox series of consoles. Now this is going to be a pretty quick review, to be honest with you, or a map tour, because it's literally a starting area, the forest, and there's a field over there to get to. So the modder has put a little bit of information in the description on Mod Hub, but nothing major. This is kind of just a challenge map really for people who really enjoy doing logging. So the idea is to try and clear an area to get your own field, or you get your own area for a farm, and then also try and get to the only field on the map, which is over here. So what we'll do is we'll get back down to earth and we'll just run through some of the starting equipment and the starting area. So you start with a few bits and bobs, nothing major, but obviously it's a bit of a challenge mode. So we start with a nice Lindner Lintrack 130. It's got 136 horsepower and it's got the crab steer ability as well, which is quite nice to see a slightly different tractor for once. You start with a Stihl MS261 chainsaw. You start with an Anderson M160 vehicle to load up your logs, so they're quite interesting to usually use as well. I'm not a big fan, I can never seem to get them to do what I need to do. You then get a Quickie Q5M front loader and you get an Albert log fork. So like I say, not really an awful lot to start with. This is your starting area, so you've got a shop icon here. You've got a repair icon, you've got your tent for sleeping, and you've got a place to offload and sell all your wares, which is going to be wood, to be honest with you. So you can open the gates and then you can start cracking on, pretty much clearing an area and making your way onto field 1. You can delete a few of these bits and bobs as well. You can like sell them, all the areas of fences and all the other bits and bobs. So it's a bit of an interesting idea. Not something I would probably want to take on because I'm not a massive fan of doing forestry in FS22, but each to your own, and it's quite nice to see something a little bit different from a modder. Let's have a quick look at the map itself. So it's a very small map area on the PDA. Like I said, there's that field there to get to, and these areas here which are just rock formations, etc. The calendar is kind of as it would be, but I don't think it's going to make a massive difference for the first few hours you play this. There's not that many areas to sell, there's only one, which is obviously in your main starting area, but the wood price has been fixed, so that's quite good to see in a way. So it's nearly exactly the same, it's £24 difference, that's quite nice. Obviously no animals. You do have one contract on field 1. Not sure how that's going to work. No productions, and that's about it really. So that's that bit done. So to be honest with you, I would say this is going to be one of those maps where you're either going to enjoy it or you're not. There's not really much in the forest from what I can see when walking around. It's literally trees upon trees upon trees. You could potentially make your way through this with your equipment you get. I have been able to navigate to the field 1 quite easily with this tractor and moving through the forest quite nicely, but you know, if you get a chainsaw, you get started, get some logs in, and hopefully make a bit of money. So hopefully you've enjoyed this very short Grainman Travels map tour video as always. If you have, give it a like and subscribe to the Grainman channel, and I hope to see you again soon. Many thanks.